showing we don't need roads.
I love when a great actress lands a great TV series because you get the chance to flesh out a character over multiple episodes and seasons, something you just don't get to do with movies because you only have 2 hours. Of all the great cinematic characters you've played, which one do you wish you most could have spent episodes or seasons with just to get to know her a little bit more?
Oh, ooh, wow.
You're great. Thank you for these thoughtful questions.
Dr. Julia.
Please make that series. I will start a GoFundMe to make it happen.
Would you?
I would.
That would be fun. I think she was so fun to play.
Well, you did an amazing job. I absolutely would follow her for 15 seasons. I would make it work. So I will contribute the first. Yeah, I'm putting you to work.
I could play Elle Woods forever.
We would be here for it.
She's so optimistic and she brings so much joy and positivity. I think it's a great character. Yeah, I mean, that's what's great about television is that you can really explore so many different things. And my character in 10 episodes goes from, she's dealing with identity crisis. She's struggling with, workplace power issues. She's also dealing with a brother who has an addiction. There's just so much complexity there, but that's why it's really fun to be part of storytelling at this level that you get to really take time with it.
When we leave Alex at the end of season 1, she has taken complete and total control over her career. She's directing where it's going. Obviously, you've been in control for a while, but do you remember the first moment in your career where you sort of stopped and said, like, no, I am making this decision and this is how we're going to do it?
No, I don't remember. Oh, well, no, I know that with Friends. I could say with Friends, there was a moment when we were negotiating and for the last 2 seasons, I think it was, and they were threatening to separate us and, well, we don't need Joey and we don't need Rachel, or we need only a combination of the two of you, and they were trying to scare us, and it was like, oh, no, 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 no. There is no show without the 6 of us. And they got to some people, they can scare some people. But I do remember that as a real moment of going, no, we have to own our power right here and know our worth and our value.
And you guys also set a precedent for other shows to come, which I think is really important. It's so fascinating to see how Alex and Bradley anchor during real world situations. What is a professional moment from your career that you would love to see how Bradley and Alex would cover it on the morning show?
How would Alex handle the end of Friends?
I think it would be great to have a complicated character come on the talk show who's, maybe inebriated or something, and having to navigate that would be really funny. And I think Jen and I could handle that really well.
Do you think Bradley Jackson would be a Reese Witherspoon fan?
I don't know. Wow, that's so meta. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. She might be like, she's so happy all the time.
Do you think that Alex would be a fan of Jennifer Aniston?
I think she would be. We don't have a celebrity. We never have that moment. Someone asked us that. It's like, why don't you guys ever have someone who does the celebrity segments on a morning show? And I always thought, because we actually talked about that. Because, okay. Because we thought, why would that be too meta? Would it be too weird to see, like, say, Julia Roberts come on promoting a movie on the morning show? But I actually thought that would be really cool.
Now that you've sort of done so much research and you've gotten a better understanding of journalism and what it means to be a news anchor, how has it affected how you read stories about yourself, reviews about your work, or pieces about you? Does your knowledge of the profession of journalism sort of change how you perceive press about Reese Witherspoon?
Well, it depends on who's delivering the press. There's people that are just want to be salacious and naughty and stir the pot, and then there's people that actually would like to tell a story and have integrity and honor and do a profile on an actor. So I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I can always tell the snark when there's snark in something and when there's a real observation of a piece of work that I've done. And some people are just a little more bitter than others, I guess. So I also don't read that much. I really find it better on my whole psyche if I'm not looking at everything all the time, because I'm too sensitive. I'm also it doesn't behoove me. I work better without noise.
Oh, wow. I think journalism is so complicated. There's so many people coming at it from different angles, whether you have entertainment reporting, war journalism is a whole other thing, and I think there's a great responsibility to be truthful and to be factual. So I think it's an interesting time to be absorbing the news and be part of the process of it. So I hope that there's people who are deeply thoughtful about their contributions to the world and feel responsible about it.
It's been so fascinating watching Bradley sort of climb the ranks of local news to national and all sort of all the hard lessons she's learned along the way. As you were climbing the ranks early in your career and sort of finding success, what was the hardest lesson that you ever had to learn about this industry?
Oh, I learned so many hard lessons, but the piece of advice I always give younger people is just like, be kind to everybody. You just never know. The person that could be getting you coffee one day or is helping you in some way could be your boss the next day and vice versa. So, I mean, it's kind of a universal lesson to just be just kind to everybody. I think that's probably a good rule in any industry.
And on that note, I just want to say that I've been talking to you since I was 18 years old. I was a freshman in college doing our first junket, and you have been beyond kind to me my entire career. And I just want you to know, I know you get interviewed 1,000 times a year, but I just want you to know that's not lost on me. And I really do appreciate how kind and you've just been so fantastic, and you're so great. So thank
And
you.
look at you. You're just still here. You're still doing so much. So
That's fair. Miss Aniston, I just want to say this is the best performance of your career. I am obsessed with this show. And I know you get interviewed by a lot, but I've been interviewing you since I was 18 years old. And you have gone out of your way to be unbelievably kind to me. And I know your schedule is always so busy. So thank you for fitting me. It really does
Do you
mean a lot.
remember what our first interview was when you were 18?
It was Marley and me. It was Marley and me when we were in that side room at the Four Seasons on the couch.
Owen Wilson.
Yes.
So you're still a baby.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.